I quit my job. Am I staying in Florida? Am I getting an annual pass? I may be taking a break from the channel. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the time has come. We've got some massive life updates for you. And I'm back in Florida here, so you get to enjoy the beautiful Polynesian Village Resort, at least the background behind me, while I'm giving you these life updates. Lots of news here headed your way. Let us get to it. So the first big bit of news here is I quit my job again. So if you remember, it's been a couple of years, or maybe it's been like a year and some change, and I quit my job and I got a new job, and it all worked out. I was doing like a short-term contract thing. You can check back on that video if you want to hear all about the contract and how I kind of switched over there, but quit my job again, ladies and gentlemen. So I have a new job yet again. You know, I feel very fortunate for that experience. Really glad I had the opportunity to work on that team with those projects, but found a new role, which was exciting for me to give a shot. It's been a lot of work lately, a lot more than I anticipated, so I'm working to keep up with that, but great opportunity with some friendly people and all that jazz. We'll see how it goes, you know. And I'm still doing similar stuff. It's like operations and business consulting type operations work. So whether it's administering information and data, doing calculations, or solving some different problems when it comes to processes, that is the sort of work that I do. And I've got a whole new job that I just recently started in that space. So quit my job, starting a freshies, and it has been a heck of a lot of work. So in case you're wondering, you know, I went to California and was doing a variety of things while it's out there. Glad I had the opportunity to see Michelle, but also dropped into the office out there, got some work done, quite a bit of work done while I was out there too. So I don't know in terms of travel requirements how often I'll have to travel. My understanding is it should be pretty low, but it was nice to be able to get the opportunity to go out there, to meet some people, to see the office space, and get some work done out there too. But this does beg the question, am I staying in Florida, right? You're thinking to yourself, Dave, it's a new job. It sounds like you work remotely, which I do, but there may be travel components, there may be more flexibility when it comes to where I'm working from, or what does that look like in terms of where you're working from? Well, am I staying in Florida? You know, I've thought about this a good bit, and I do like change, and I do like experiencing new things, and at the same time, there's a lot I really enjoy about Florida. And I was just thinking about this recently. You know, I like warmer weather. You know, I like the beaches. I like to be able to enjoy the water and get out on some boats or something like that. So I've been thinking about it a lot, and I don't have an answer for you yet, but I'm thinking about maybe trying something new, not extremely super duper far away, but maybe I'll try a new part of Florida. You know, maybe I am based out of somewhere new, and I'm still close enough to be able to visit Disney from time to time. Or maybe I'll just move somewhere new completely. We'll see. But that's kind of where I've been thinking about is, I'm thinking about moving to maybe a different part of Florida, trying something new without moving all that far, so I can still come back from time to time. TBD. Keep your eyes open for that, the moving vlog, if one happens. I also want to give you some updates when it comes to timing and my adventure. You're thinking to yourself, wow, Dave, you've done so much recently, like what's been going on here? I had mentioned in a couple of videos, March, April. You know, I went to Ireland out in March, and I was going on that cruise in Europe back in April. And so that was part of the reason for that snowing and the hailing that you were seeing, in case there was any confusion there. But really hadn't had time to do much editing, because as soon as I got back, I had found this new opportunity, new job. I've been doing so much work with it, and there was no way I could keep up with all these vlogs. So I'm really glad. I was so thrilled when I finally got through those. But man, was that a lot of work stacked on top of all the other work that I had to get done. So fortunately, I made it through it all, but that was with the timetable. Now we're pretty caught up. You know, you'll see this video coming out in August, and I am here in August. You know, we are on time. It's just hadn't filmed a lot in the time that I was trying to edit and get my job done in the last few months. That being said, I did film some time in California, coming back and going back to California, and now I'm back. And now I don't believe I have any more trips to California anytime all that soon. But again, thinking about new places, maybe traveling new places, maybe living new places. So probably gonna check some stuff out. So I had a work trip out to the Bay Area back in May, and then I just came back here from July, you know, and even in August a bit in California. So 2 trips to California. There was the May and there was the July, and so it wasn't a whole bunch of time in there in the middle between those 2 trips. So that's why you didn't see a whole bunch of Disney stuff, but hopefully, I know we had some interest, and some people had mentioned some interest in seeing some Disney stuff. And I've been thinking about maybe doing some food stuff, you know, talking to you about my favorite foods at the different resorts, trying some new foods at some different resorts. I like the resort vibe, you know, calm, quiet, and there's also the annual pass piece. Am I getting an annual pass? There's a challenge on this front. Honestly, I've been thinking about the annual pass, but the challenge is, if I were to get a new annual pass, I can only get the weekday option. Now, the problem with the weekday option is I'm working a whole bunch right now, and it's pretty much all weekdays. You know, Monday through Friday is my typical schedule. Am I working the occasional weekend? I might be. I guess we'll see. But yeah, it takes up a lot of the weekdays for me doing my day job. So getting the lowest level, the weekday annual pass, is really just, it doesn't seem like a good option for me. So I'm seriously considering the annual pass, but I feel like that's such a limiter that I'm not sure it makes sense for me to get that annual pass, go back to the parks. When they allow me to get the next tier up, I might entertain that again, but the weekdays, I just don't see it. So it's possible I'll do it, but I'm definitely leaning against, just due to those limitations in terms of the weekday select there. I am also planning to take a break, to slow down, to release videos sporadically. I'm not committing to a particular schedule, not committing to a certain length of break. I might just keep going. If exciting things come up, you know, if there's some Disney stuff to share with you that I'm interested in, like some resort stuff, might share that. But I have a lot going on in terms of work and in terms of what I'm thinking about for life, in terms of some other efforts that I'm working on, and you may see some information coming out soon about some of those other efforts I've been working on, which I'm excited for, moving towards some of my passions and the directions there. But it's been a lot going on, so I may end up slowing down videos, taking a break, may end up keeping going full force, but chances are high that there'll probably be at least less regular videos than you've been seeing lately. The 3 days a week, not sure that that's going to keep going. Maybe a couple weeks off and then we're back at it. Maybe we'll keep going once a week. Unknown what it'll look like, but be advised, it may be a drastically reduced schedule. I may be taking a break from the channel. And a big piece of that too is I want to get clear on not just where I'm staying, but like what I want to do in terms of entertainment, what I want to do in terms of the channel, what I want to do in terms of entertainment in general, and whether it's pursuing a career in that sense, like stand-up. I've been thinking about trying out for some stand-up comedy, and you know, just going to clubs and like trying to do some of that. But you know, I have a passion for entertaining, and so I'm thinking about how I can approach that, and that's something I want to get clear on as well. And that might lead to a slowdown in videos, because I'm like, well, is YouTube, you know, am I just doing the things that are basic in the cycle? You know, am I in a routine now, in a pattern where I'm like just making the same stuff in terms of videos? I really want to do what's exciting and new and fresh and fun, and try to find my direction in that space, as opposed to just feeling like I'm doing the same, repetitive. So that's kind of a piece where I'm coming from with the channel too. I want to continue to make good stuff and share it with you, and I do love the concept of YouTube and sharing whatever I want to share on the internet with you in a video form. I mean, it's so me. And goodbye boat over there, but finding the right sort of thing to share in that space is a big piece that I'm considering, which may lead to that slowdown as well. We'll see. A couple other things to follow up on too. We haven't had much time to dive into the Europe trip, Ireland, the cruise, give you more information on that. I absolutely loved the experience. It was so amazing for me to be able to experience a new part of the world, to get outside the country, and to get some of that international experience going on. Cruise was fantastic, and Ireland was amazing too. Definitely somewhere I could see myself spending more time. I guess, which also leads to the question, could I see myself living outside the country, right? I definitely want to spend some more time out of or overseas. I do love the United States as well, but I don't know, it's a possibility. I really, really enjoyed it. There's some great places out there, and I definitely want to do at least more travel internationally as well as nationally. So much to do and see in life, and I'm trying to figure out my direction, which is kind of where I'm coming from in a lot of this, right? I'm telling you, with all the job updates and all that, that's why I may end up slowing down the content a little bit, TBD. Another thing that came up that I feel like I haven't had a chance to discuss much earlier either is like there was an Amazon thing. You know, you see me wearing some of these Amazon sweatshirts. It's like, did I work for Amazon? And would love to be able to talk to you about some of my work experience as well. My experience working there, as well as other places that I've worked, and give you more insights into that journey. If that's something you're interested in, feel free to let me know. But so much to address. I do feel like, you know, the cruise and the Europe trip sort of aligns more with what we've been up to thus far in terms of the entertainment and travel vlogging and theme park and fun, in terms of sharing that sort of stuff with you. So I want to dive deeper into that too. I think that'd be probably a better follow-up video, but I'd love to hear your thoughts as well. While I'm here, giving you the quick thoughts on the Ireland adventure, and perhaps we'll go deeper dive into Europe and all of that. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that, but if you want to see more of that sort of thing, or what you're hoping to see from that lens, as well as from this lens, if you want to see more of the Disney stuff, because I've definitely heard a lot of that, but Absolutely love the time in Ireland. I gotta say, I keep forgetting what it's called, the spice box or the spice bag. I loved that. I feel like that's a delicious meal. I wish we had more of that here, but some delicious food out there. Really enjoyed. The 4-star pizza had a great sub, I've gotta say. That cruise was amazing. Great way for me to be able to experience quite a bit and not have to worry about too much planning, to be able to really optimize. Okay, I know my dining, don't have to worry about that. I know which countries I'm seeing, don't have to worry about that. Don't have to worry about Airbnbs or transportation or anything like that. Just book excursions. So I would love to do more cruising too, especially international cruising. So we're gonna look into that one of these days when things slow down, because I have a couple of other adventures coming up on the books as well. Keep your eyes open for those. Some real exciting stuff. So might not see another trip until that exciting trip I have just around the corner. But yeah, excited to share it all with you. I think a rundown of my experience with MSC Cruise. I really did enjoy of Ireland and my favorite countries over there, and more I'd like to see and do country-wise would be something to share. And I just want to give you this update in terms of the job, in terms of life, in terms of am I staying in Florida, what's going on with the channel. There's so much in life right now. I feel like I'm balancing, I'm juggling so much and trying to keep up with so much, and I think that's part of the reason here. I'm really inclined to say, you know, probably gonna be a break from the video perspective. So really appreciate you being a part of every adventure with me, and I am so excited to be able to continue to pursue my passion of entertainment, of sharing my energy, my silliness, my funny with the world, and finding the right way to do it, you know. And so I hope you're excited to see what's to come on that front. You'll see my face here and there, and I'm excited for that. And I want to just tell you again, really appreciate you being a part of it, and I feel so fortunate to have that flexibility in terms of work and in terms of life, to be able to work remotely, to be out here, to be able to find the time on the weekends, to be able to share videos like this with you, and to just be able to enjoy, relax, and enjoy life, and try to make the most of it. I'm trying to take that next step in adulting, which we'll dive into maybe at a later point as well, but we shall see about all that. Don't forget to make your day an incredible day as well. Focus on the positive vibes, look for the silver lining in everything you do, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, ring the bell to stay informed of future adventures coming your way. Oh my gosh, who knows what's to come, honestly. After this video, I got no idea. I'm speculating we've got some Disney dining to come up after this one, but I really couldn't tell you what's next. I know some things a little bit further down the line, some exciting trips coming up, which I'm excited for. I've been on the books for a while. It's finally time for that, and I'm shocked because it feels like it's so fast after my last trip to California, at least. So yay, get excited for more travel coming up. But this should give me a little bit of time at least to just kind of relax, decompress, maybe share some Disney stuff with you, just try to catch up from a work lens and a life lens and take a breather. And really just appreciate life and my day-to-day while I work on what's next for you here. So make your day an amazing day as well. Focus on the positive vibe, hit that subscribe button, and look for the silver lining in everything you do. Life is amazing. We're fortunate to be able to be here, you know, even with all the challenges we experience, really trying to make the most of it and have that positive mindset. I feel like it makes such a huge difference. So thank you for being a part of it with me. Looking forward to so much more. And until next time, play on.